Okay, because it be going, I can't record too long. I'm trying to practice too on my timing. So anywho, this will happen. I am single and I am disabled. The reason that people may wonder, well, why she dancing all the time? Well, why she talking about she disabled? Well, why she talking about money and she got a business and she trying to, why she half naked? Well, what she, and it's like people are always wondering. And I would love it if someone would just inquire to me directly, because it's like I got to come on here and be like, okay, well, I've been hearing that people been kind of saying this, or seeing that people been saying this, or I'm assuming, trying to discern by other types of, language that, I'm receiving. So it's very interesting. I'm not a pushover. I'm not naive. I'm not gullible. But you may think I am all of the above. You may have thought that at some point. And I can understand why. Because in those times, when I finally realized what happened, because it's like, I don't care. I don't worry myself with things that are minute or that don't matter. So when I later hear that, something has been said, or, this is the reality of the situation, I feel foolish. Like, wow, I feel foolish. I was around these people and doing these things, and they was saying this and that about me all this time. And, within, jobs or churches or within the families and at schools, and, it happens. And so then it made me feel like, well, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just not going to trust nobody. And so that's why I've had a whole trust issue with my whole life. That's all this has been about, trust. And so I pride myself in being honest and trying to maintain being genuine in everything that I am and everything that I do. So I go deeper. Honestly, my encouragement comes from the true love that I feel when I know it's genuine. Most of the time, I'm just going through the motions. I'm trusting in what God tell me to do. And a lot of times he tell me to do stuff that I don't want to do. And so, I'm going to, of course, have hurt feelings after the fact when and my initial reaction is anger and rage. And I'm ready to, do something. But that's why I take some time to myself and reflect and pray, meditate, and say, well, come on, God, what you saying? Because you're not bringing this to me for no reason. Because if you would have just let me forgotten it and kept it, you would have let me kept it gone. You placed it in a safe place so that I could, get to where I needed to be. And then you revealed to me in your timing what I need. When I need it. So I thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for revelation. And thank you for helping me to see and understand. And please help me to continue to understand. Keep me on track. Help me to be fluid. Always. So I always talk about fluidity and versatility because it's very important. It's very important. It's a lot of different type of people here on this earth. A lot of different type of people. It's a lot of knowledge and a lot of different things and different mindsets. And nobody's way is necessarily right or wrong. And some areas or neighborhoods or, countries or places, communities, people will say, this is right and this is wrong. Don't do this. Do this. But ultimately, we have free will. So we can do whatever and you know, you can't just be upset with people or try to make them think how you think, or, you know, whatever, you know. People do though, but you know, it's just about just coexisting. We all here. You can't just tell, like, you mad when you find a spider or a roach or a rat or a lizard that's snuck into your house, you know. And then so you scared, and then you run, or a centipede, and then you trying to smash him and kill him. You will kill him to get him out. But was it wrong for him to live and try to find some shelter and come into a warm place? Was it wrong for him? And you ready to just kill him and end his life? What about his family out there? You know, you could have just taken him outside and put him out there. But no, it's like, I'm gonna kill you and let you know what's up in here, right? Anywho, so back to it, because there's two things that I really need to hit on. So, I mentioned being single and disabled and stuff like that because it's dings. It's kind of like keywords and labels that people can relate to. And so then you can furthermore understand, you know, these different characteristic or personality traits, these different titles that kind of give you a little piece of more, a little more of me, a little more, you know, so that you can kind of piece together what you're seeing and who I am. So I've had health issues all of my life. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna say it was like severe the whole entire time, but pretty much, you know, it's been different stuff. So yeah, that's a challenge of my life. I am on Social Security disability. Yeah, I am. And I'm not ashamed of it. And there are people in my family that, you know, have mental and physical illness, you know, on both sides of my family. And it's been a challenge. And, you know, I talk about God a lot because God the only one to get me through anything. God the only reason that I'm even here right here talking right now. So that's why I talk about God. God is in my everyday when I wake up, do my day, and when I go, you know, when I rest. So that's why I talk about God, you know, and I dance because dancing is where I have my freedom. That is where I feel that I can speak. That's my language. So, and I love music and entertainment. That's why I talk about that type of stuff, you know. I love just making people happy and smile. I'm very hospitable. I have a background in hospitality. You know, I've always wanted to own my own business, like hotel resort type style, like major. You know, like I'm gonna get there. And I am an entrepreneur, and I have several businesses. People get confused on that part too. Well, how are you doing this and then you doing that? Well, the thing is that, you know, it doesn't matter how many different licenses or certifications that you have, you know, that's the technicality of it. You know, you don't go, and I mean, I'm not gonna, but basically I'm single. And I say that, why would I promote, me being single? I'm not saying I'm single because I want somebody. I'm saying I'm single because I want to show you how a single woman that is disabled can live, you know? I can still have a life and be sexy and live and make money on my own, even being disabled, no kids, and I could still do that. Some people don't know, I was not able to walk. I was on a cane just in 2019. The better half of 2019, I was using a cane to walk. So doing squats, and my pelvic floor was very weak. I focus on my stomach a lot because of health issues. You know, my upper back, I'm moving around like that. Yeah, it might look like I'm wiggling these things around, but I'm really like working on this upper back. So the thing is this, the only reason that I feel the need to explain is because sometimes looks can be deceiving. And it is never my intent to deceive anyone. Ever. Never. I may not have any children, but I do have godchildren. I have children that are dear to me. And I've been like in leadership or mentor positions for like a lot of my life, actually, yeah. So it's kind of insulting for people to just think, it's like, well, that's just them. It's not insulting because I don't think they're trying to insult me. It's just the way that they think. You don't change who you are so that you can be a mentor to someone. That's not what a mentor is. We are all being watched. We are all reflecting on each other. So whether you're trying to or not, those little eyes that are looking up to you, they're mimicking you. They're admiring you, regardless of if what you're doing is right or wrong and whose eyes. See, some people it's like, if my lips is chapped, is you gonna give me some chapstick or you gonna talk about me and then laugh about it later, huh? Anywho, so